Be the People is a federal grant designed for government and history teachers and a few select student leaders. Selected teachers will be part of the Presidential Academy, and selected students will be part of the Congressional Academy. The events in this grant will take place at various times and events throughout the school year. The first event is the Mini Academy for teachers. The Mini Academy will take place in Atlanta, Georgia, and will focus on civil rights learning standards. During the Mini Academy, teachers will learn from the Carter Library staff, the Martin Luther King Center staff, Georgia Council for Social Studies, and will also participate in a workshop with the National Civil and Human Rights Museum on the topic of the Montgomery bus boycott. The Mini Academy registration, materials, activity fees, the hotel, and food are all provided by the grant. Your school should plan to pay for your substitute and transportation to Atlanta. The second event is Youth Assembly, also in Atlanta. Youth Assembly is a 3-day residential simulation of the General Assembly. It is for both teachers and students. Students will learn to write a bill and act as a legislator and debate with other students across the state. The event is run completely by our elected youth officials. This conference registration fees, materials, hotel, and food are all paid for by the grant. Your school should plan to pay for your substitute and transportation to Atlanta. The third part of this work is all virtual and unfolds at various dates throughout the school year. Teachers will participate in book studies focused on social studies standards, and students will participate in topic talks with state and local officials. This work will all be kept in Canvas. The final event is a summer history tour for both students and teachers. We start the trip in Philadelphia and visit the sites such as the Liberty Bell, Congressional and Independence Hall, the Museum of the American Revolution, and more. Next, we'll visit Washington, D.C. to see multiple historical sites such as a tour of the Capitol, National Archives, the Constitution Center, and hear from several guest speakers. The laying of a wreath at Arlington Cemetery, the Marines Twilight Parade. This conference registration fees, materials, hotel, and food are all paid for by the grant. Your school should plan to pay for your substitute and transportation to Atlanta. What an amazing year of learning. If you're interested in being part of this grant, please fill out the quick Google form on this document. Available spots will be filled on a first come, first served basis. Come join the fun.